is victorious. He wins the British Grand Prix. Sergio's
Tactical brilliance. Carlos Sainz, the winner of the Singapore Grand Prix. 1-2, headed by Carlos Sainz, who wins the Australian Carlos Sainz wins the Mexico City Grand Prix.
It's hard not to feel a little heartbroken seeing Carlos Sainz, one of the most talented drivers on the grid, leave Ferrari to join Williams. A team that, let's face it, isn't exactly known for fighting at the sharp end of the grid. After all the highs and lows of C-squared, the iconic Carlos and Charles bromance, it's a real disappointment to see that friendship take a bittersweet turn. But hey, while it's sad to see Carlos in a car that might not be championship material yet, let's not count him out. Today's video is all about why Carlos Sainz could shock the world and become the 2025 Formula One world champion. You might be skeptical, but hear me out. These reasons are completely valid, I promise. Let's talk about Carlos Sainz, the man who earned the nickname Smooth Operator for a reason. Even though he's now driving for Williams, that doesn't diminish his immense talent and ability to execute when it matters most. Carlos has proven time and time again that he can deliver exceptional performances under pressure. Remember Silverstone 2022. Carlos didn't just take his first Formula One win, he managed the chaos of a race filled with safety cars, late drama and tyre strategy, all with nerves of steel. And then there was Singapore 2023, where he demonstrated tactical brilliance, leading the race and holding off faster cars to secure victory. Carlos's relentless dedication sets him apart. He's widely regarded as one of the hardest working drivers on the grid, both on and off the track. Whether it's spending extra hours in the simulator, dissecting data with engineers, or fine-tuning his mental and physical fitness, Carlos's preparation is second to none. And let's not forget the support system behind him. His manager, Carlos Sainz, isn't just his cousin, but also a trusted advisor who keeps his career on track. Add to that his father, Carlos Sainz Sr., a two-time world rally champion. Growing up with a rally legend for a father has given Carlos an edge in understanding how to handle pressure, expectations, and the mental toughness required for motorsport at the highest level. Carlos also has an incredible knack for tire management, a skill that has earned him praise from fans and analysts alike. Whether it's pulling off unexpected stints or making strategic calls mid-race, he knows how to get the most out of his car. His adaptability has been a constant throughout his career, and that's a trait you can't undervalue in Formula One. And don't sleep on his mental game. Carlos is one of those drivers who thrives when the odds are stacked against him, using every ounce of his experience to push forward. He's faced setbacks, sure, but each time he's come back stronger, smarter, and more determined. His move to Williams might just light a fire under him like never before. With everything he's learned over the years, all the grit he's shown, and the talent he continues to display, who's to say Carlos can't pull off something unimaginable in 2025? This might just be the comeback story we never saw coming. Let's shine a spotlight on Carlos's teammate Alexander Albon, because he's going to play a crucial role in Carlos's potential success. Alex is a driver who has proved time and time again just how skilled and adaptable he is, especially during the 2024 season. Once Williams introduced some much-needed upgrades to their car, Alex, along with his teammate Franco Colapinto, started delivering consistent top 10 finishes. That's no small feat for a team that was often considered a backmarker just a few seasons ago. Alex has shown remarkable resilience and competitiveness, cementing himself as one of the most underrated talents on the grid. Let's not forget where Alex came from. As a rookie, he was thrown into the deep end at Red Bull, and while things didn't pan out perfectly there, he emerged stronger, proving his worth at Williams. His ability to extract every ounce of performance from the car, even when it's not at its best, makes him an ideal teammate for Carlos. Together, these two have the potential to push each other to new heights. It's that kind of friendly competition that breeds success, and I wouldn't be surprised if this partnership elevates them both to another level. Even if Carlos doesn't manage to secure the Drivers' Championship, let's be real, the Constructors' Championship isn't out of reach. If both Carlos and Alex work together and consistently bring in solid points, Williams could shock the paddock with a massive leap forward. After all, this isn't just about one driver, it's about the team as a whole. One of the most exciting things about this duo is their genuine camaraderie. In a sport that can often be riddled with politics and intra-team drama, Carlos and Alex are known for their down-to-earth personalities and respect for their teammates. These two aren't the type to sabotage each other for personal gain. They're here to race and succeed as a team. This dynamic will be a huge asset for Williams, allowing the team to focus on performance rather than mediating disputes. With Alex's proven talent and Carlos's determination, this partnership could be one of the best on the grid in 2025. Whether it's fighting for wins, podiums, or even a constructor's title, this duo is ready to surprise everyone. Watch out, F1 world, Carlos and Alex are coming for you. Now let's talk about one of the most underrated powerhouses in Formula One, James Vowles. If you don't already know, James isn't just any team principal. He's a mastermind with a proven track record of excellence. Before taking over at Williams, he was the chief strategist for Mercedes during their dominant era. Yes, the very same James Vowles who helped guide Lewis Hamilton to 7 world championships. His ability to plan and execute strategies under pressure was second to none, turning Mercedes into a nearly unstoppable force on the grid. James isn't just about strategy, he's also a phenomenal leader. Since joining Williams, he's brought an entirely new mindset to the team, one focused on long-term progress and precision. Look at the results. Williams went from struggling at the back of the grid to being a team that consistently fights in the midfield and occasionally punches above its weight. That's no coincidence. Vowles has been instrumental in re-establishing the team's culture, bringing a clear vision and direction that has ignited hope for Williams fans everywhere. Let's not forget, Williams wasn't always a backmarker. This team was a championship-winning giant. Vowles has made it his mission to restore Williams to its former glory, and honestly, it's working. The team is finally heading in the right direction, and the 2024 upgrades were just the beginning. Imagine what they could accomplish in 2025 with someone like Carlos Sainz behind the wheel. Speaking of Carlos, let's be real, he wouldn't have joined Williams if it weren't for James Vowles. James has that rare ability to inspire confidence in his vision, and it's likely that his pitch to Carlos wasn't just about racing for a team, but about being part of a bigger transformation project. Carlos knows what James can bring to the table. After all, he's seen the results during James's Mercedes days. For a driver like Carlos, who's stepping into a challenging situation, having someone like James leading the charge must have been a deciding factor. James Vowles isn't just a strategist, he's the glue that's holding this Williams revival together. With his expertise, leadership, and ability to execute under pressure, Williams isn't just rebuilding, they're climbing. If anyone can take this team back to the top, it's James. And with Carlos and Alex on board, this could be the perfect storm for Williams to make history. Alright, let's get into something a bit unconventional but totally valid. How Carlos Sainz winning the championship with Williams could be very profitable for Formula One as a business. Because let's be honest, at the end of the day, F1 is a private business that prioritizes making money. They love drama, storylines, and moments that get fans buzzing and advertisers opening their wallets. Remember the 2021 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix? The rule-bending final lap showdown between Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton wasn't just a racing decision, it was a cash grab spectacle designed to be the most dramatic climax in F1 history. Love it or hate it, it worked. Now imagine this. Carlos Sainz, a driver many consider one of the most talented on the grid, gets dropped from Ferrari. A heartbreak for fans of the beloved C2 duo. He then rises from the ashes with Williams. Add the spicy element of revenge against Ferrari, sprinkle in an underdog story, and you've got a marketing goldmine. The fans would absolutely explode. Social media would be in flames, memes would dominate timelines, and the global attention on F1 would skyrocket. Throw in Carlos fighting wheel to wheel with former teammate Charles Leclerc or his old Ferrari seat warmer Lewis Hamilton, and you've got a headline that practically writes itself. The viewership numbers, through the roof. Honestly, it could outdo the combined hype of 2021 and 2024. Now, is this likely to happen? Probably not. But is it entirely out of the question? I wouldn't rule it out. After all, F1 thrives on money, drama, and unforgettable moments. If this delusional dream does come true, don't say I didn't call it. Enough with the delusion for today. Let's get real for a second. While I'd love to see Carlos and Williams take the world by storm in 2025, let's be honest, I don't think they're going to be pulling off a Constructors' Championship winning miracle just yet. We might have to wait another decade before we see Williams back at the top, like in the 90s. And even if they manage to make a decent car, let's not forget, Carlosson is an Ayrton Senna. I mean, even the best drivers need the best machinery to regularly win, and the odds of Carlos winning every other race with a car that's in the 5th or 6th best position on the grid, well, that's highly unlikely to say the least. The odds are definitely stacked against this delusional dream, but hey, the odds are never zero. It's a long shot, sure, but in F1, we've seen crazier things happen. So, we'll just have to sit tight and see how the season plays out. Who knows, maybe there's a surprise waiting for us in 2025.